Hi everyone, I'm the Idea Maker, and today I'm going to be reacting to the next installment of the Disney Fairies franchise, or in this case, it's actually going to be the shorter installment of the Disney Fairies franchise, which is going to be the Pixie Hollow games. Now, this is actually something that I think that not a lot of I don't think a lot of people have seen this one. I remember watching this one, but it's been kind of a while since I've seen the Disney Fairies Pixie Hollow game special. I know that I saw it like years ago, from what I remember, but it's been a while. So we've already seen the first one. We've already seen Tinkerbell. We already saw the Lost Treasure. We've already saw the Great Fairy Rescue. Now we're on the Pixie Hollow games. The next one is going to be Secret of the Wings, which I remember it partially. I don't remember everything. That one, it's been a while since I've seen, which will be a nice refresher. Then it's going to be the pirate. I think it's the Pirate Fairy afterwards, and then it's the Pixie Hollow Bake Off, which the Bake Off honestly is like a 5-minute short that I could probably do and get out the same day as Pirate Fairy. And then the Legend of the Never Beast is the last one. And then my intention is to honestly try to see if I can get for myself to react to Tangled right after. There's a lot of movie reactions that I want to get to, but these are the ones that I personally want to get to for my birthday week. If I don't get it in time before the end of this week, it's perfectly fine. I'll just do it for the birthday month, which is fine with me too. I'm hoping that this is one of the something that I think you guys would enjoy. Plus, I do have a special thing that I'm wanting to do for in honor of the franchise, which I'm still working out the music for it. So I don't think I'm gonna announce it until I'm done with Legend of the Never Beast, but I think that's what's gonna happen. Which, if I remember correctly, Legend of the Never Beast is one that I actually got emotional with. So we might end the franchise, the movie franchise there. If you guys want me to react to the shorts, let me know, and I probably might react to the shorts, but we'll definitely see what happens. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive right into the Pixie Hollow games right now. So this is kind of like the Olympics then. Is that what I'm getting from it? Of course I had to do that. I had to stall right there. No way. Interesting. So they have their own Olympic Games, technically. What do they not have? Literally, what do they not have besides like modern technology? What is it that they do not have? So Terrence over there. There's our girl. There's Take right there. There's Rosetta.
Just divine. Thank you.
Syl. There's our Odessa.
This is lovely. In Neverland, Chloe.
Oh.
Get it up.
Oh, come on.
Thank you. You're afraid of dirt?
Okay.
And you're a garden fairy? Ironic, isn't it? I love your
Pretty
work.
ironic.
What are you doing with it?
Oh.
I've been studying all kinds of strategies for different events and working really hard at ways to... Wait. You actually want to be on the garden fairy team? Well, yeah. Don't you? No. New arrival. Starting to think I'm the only one who wants to be on the team.
Who voices Chloe? She sounds familiar.
We bring beauty to the world. That's what we're good at. Why can't garden fairies be just as good as everyone else? I mean, this could be the year the losing streak ends. It would make history, and I, for one, think we can win. We can win, if no one else shows up.
Oh, right.
Chloe has already taken down to break the streak. Okay, but we need to pick her teammate.
Oh, come on. Just do it.
Thank you. And the name is...
Oh.
Don't let it be me. Rosetta!
Oh.
There must be some mistake. Here, let me see that. Rosita! Rosita! Where are you? Rosita!
You're not gonna get out of this one that quick.
Yours is the only name in there. Weasel's your way out of this every
That's
single
hilarious.
year, Ro. It's your turn.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to do it. Are you sure there isn't anyone else? Yeah. Well, yeah, Fern, what about you? I did it last year. Slipped in slug slime and separated my septum. Or Lilac?
Yikes.
I swallowed so much mud on tug-of-war, I sprouted weeds out my nose.
Yikes.
Or Ivy, by my own frog. You're bringing it.
Oh, come on.
Job, Rosetta. Oh, fine.
Just go through with it.
All right, so let's bring home that trophy. Dig down deep. No. Dig down deep and break the streak.
There we go. I feel so bad for her. This is about to get really interesting.
It's that time again, folks. The game will span the next 3 days, with the last place team eliminated after...
Isn't that Tink's old balloon from Lost Treasure that they used for this?
I'm just so excited! Oh, here come the teams!
That's
all right.
Fairies soar!
The
Animal
Fairies!
All right.
Tinker Fairies!
All right, let's...
Just keep a pride!
Hey, Terrence, nice legs!
Bro, yeah, oh, come on, man. What are you wearing?
You know we're competing, not spectating, right? Honeydew, we're not gonna last more than one event. If I'm gonna look bad, I'm not gonna look bad. Know what I mean?
Oh, come on.
Oh, don't worry. We'll do a makeover on you later.
Should have just done a makeover on you. Come on. There's storm fairies too?
Rumble and Glimmer are going for a record 5th championship ring!
What is this, Tom Brady? Like, did Tom Brady just come in and just was like, hey, I'm also gonna compete in this. I might have already retired from football, but I'm not gonna retire from this. All right, wait, actually, is that right? Did he retire or did he not retire? Somebody tell me in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry if I actually got you guys who are football fans upset, but I don't know much of football. I know a little bit more of basketball, and I still haven't even watched that much in basketball yet. I only watched one Lakers game just because of a friend of mine. Thanks, dude, for that.
Time for our first event, leapfrogging!
All right.
The first team to finish 2 laps is the winner. And these
2 laps, okay.
To go.
All right.
Take your moment.
All right. All right, who's going to win this one?
The golden team is still at the starting line!
Rosetta, you
Get on!
the frog. I am not putting my petunia on that slimy thing.
You are going to have to if you want for them to win.
Please, I can't.
Right, just do it.
I'm just gonna hover.
Hover, huh?
My way! You're not doing much of anything. Oh, they've made a move! Oh!
Ro, what are you doing? All right. Just try. Who cares about getting dirty or muddy or slimy?
You can do it. Since the healing fairies didn't finish, you guys move on to the next event.
Oh.
My gosh, are you serious? Did you hear that, Ro? Look, Chloe, you've done great, and this has been buckets of fun, but we're in last place. It's just a matter of time till you realize what you've done. You've made it past the first day. Than any Garden Fairy team in history.
Wow.
You'd be doing even better if Rosetta were actually trying. Hey,
Ooh.
trying.
No, you weren't.
Really?
No.
Give Rosetta a break. She's doing the best she can, and we're a team now, so if you're gonna cheer, you have to cheer for the both of us, okay?
How long is this gonna keep up for is what I want to know.
Yes. Could I do one? Or be my guest? But first...
What is this? Water skiing. Okay, interesting.
Bend your knees and lean back.
Not like that.
See.
No, it's not gonna be easy. You really expect for the... It's not gonna be easy.
I'm gonna get to the center, grab the marble, and carry it back. Okay? I'll try.
Okay. This is our third event, so this is gonna be something. Okay! They're actually working as a team, which is great. Alright, go! 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 Alright! Alright! Ooh! There we go.
Not even go.
That was well done.
Why don't you worry about your own game?
Dude, calm down. Dude, you know what? This is cool. That's actually cool. Disney, why don't you make a ride out of this? This would have been cool. That's gonna go way too quick. It's gonna go. Yikes! Right, a little bit too much, Iridessa. A little bit too much.
Get out of my way!
Go down.
Yeah, one for the thumb.
Bro?
Really? Come on.
You have to go down the slide.
Like that.
Faster to get in the slime. I'll just meet you down there.
Come on.
If we don't finish together, it doesn't count. Chloe, I want to, but I just can't do it.
Can't get dirty just for this one time. She's trying her best.
You really made Rumble laugh. All that mumbling and stumbling just so you wouldn't get dirty?
Get lost, Thunderhead.
All the Garden Fairy failures. This has got to be the most humiliating one of all time.
What's your
Oh, no.
point?
My point is, Garden Fairy should just stick to being pretty. That's what you're good at.
Wow.
But hey, that's what you've been doing.
Whoa. Bro. Was that a sexist remark?
Guess I'll go get cleaned up for the final event tomorrow. If we're gonna look bad, we don't want to look bad, you know?
Ro, look what you did. Girl, I get it. You don't want to get anything dirty, but come on. Do it for Chloe at this point. Oh. Oh. All right. Where did this come from? Okay.
Is that you?
You better believe it.
Chloe, I owe you an apology. You didn't need a makeover. I did.
Mm-hmm.
You guys modified our carts? I went back and studied the Derby, and I have a plan to win this whole thing.
Okay, let's do it.
This is it, fairy fans. Now, the teams will begin the Pixie Cat Derby in single file based on the standings. There are only 3 chances to pass. The jump, the pond, and mudslide mountain.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. This has to be a ride at Disneyland, not the teacups. This has to. This I would love to see. Just from the look of the designs of the carts and everything, this needs to happen. Come on. All right. All right, girls, you got to win this for them.
You're approaching the first chapter.
This is really cool. If they do so, they're gonna... Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not gonna work well.
Flying fairies, the pixie dust.
Not bad, but still... Yikes.
I think we're going to be able to catch them.
Ro knows something.
Mudslide Mountain. Are you sure? That's my plan. But you're afraid of turds.
Right.
Wait, Bubble! Actually going for mudslide!
Wait for it. Wait for it.
All right.
It's
Oh! Come on! Keep pushing! Come on! Oh! Come on! Oh! Yes! Nice job!
I'm winning.
Oh! Dude, that's cheating! No, he cheated.
We came so close.
No, they cheated. He cheated.
Let's cross that finish line. Let's do it.
They had a Cars moment right there.
And the winners of the Pixie Hollow Games are the Garden Fairies.
Oh! How?
Rumble crossed the finish line first.
Right.
Yes, Rumble did. But teammates must finish together.
Oh! Yes! Let's go! All right, let's go! Nice job, girls. Nice job. They broke the streak, all right. Okay. That was pretty good. But what I want to know is who is who. I want to know who the additional ones were. Okay, let's see. Interesting. So we had a lot of Disney Channel stars in here. So Brenda's song was Chloe. Really? I had no idea. And then Jason Dolly from Good Luck Charlie. PJ himself is Rumble. Okay. And then Glimmer, which I'm assuming is the other one. Tiffany Thornton? Dude, what was the last thing that Tiffany Thornton was in that I remember her from? Sunny with a Chance. That's who it was. Yeah, Tawny Hart. Yeah. Oh, it's been such a long time ago since I've seen Sunny with a Chance. And then really? I didn't know Zendaya was in this. So she was Fern. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that was Zendaya. Dude, interesting. And then the main cast came back, which is pretty awesome. That's already cool as at that. But the fact that we ended up having all this going on, that's awesome. But also, it does seem like I did miss something. So let me just go back.
Well, the Pixie Hollow games have made history this year, Clanky.
Bubble. And what a journey for Rosetta and Chloe, going from worst to first.
Now the Golden Fairies finally have those elusive championship rings.
They
Okay.
certainly made a believer out of me, let me tell you.
And showed everyone you can be much more than just a pretty face.
All right. Okay, so it was like a little bit of a recap. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and discuss this one now. All right, that was fun. That was absolutely fun. It was a different approach to what I was expecting, and honestly, I like that. I like it when things take a different approach compared to what you're expecting from everything else. I'm really excited of the fact that we are really getting into the franchise. Like I said, I am going to be doing something pretty much different than what I'm normally, used to doing, for reactions. And I'm honestly perfectly okay with it just because that I want to do something different. I want to feel like I'm taking things to a different level, and I want I want to be able to explore it the way that I need to explore it, because like I said, I'm doing a project that is based off of the franchise, that it's based off of one of the books. Now, I'm excited because it's not based off of Wings of Starlight, even though I actually will read it. I actually just need to order the book, and it's not going to get here until a long time. So let me just put it that way. Let's just put it that way. And I'm gonna have to try to read the other book. Okay, you know what? I might as well go ahead and say it. I'm doing a project that's based off of the Bleak Watch Chronicles book, Tinker Bell and the Lost City. You might not know what it is. You might have a feeling of what it is, but let me just say I've read the first 2 chapters, and I gotta say, I'm excited for this project that I'm doing based off of it. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. I think that it's gonna be something completely not what you're expecting. I think that it's gonna be something new, something different. But no, I think that you guys are gonna definitely enjoy this, and I'm really happy that I'm able to get to go and get to do something new, and getting to just try to make something make something new out of something that you would think that it wouldn't be too or it would be too crazy of an idea to try. And I really love the fact that I'm able to get to explore this. I'm happy that I'm able to get to enjoy everything about this. Like, I really am excited of the fact that this is going to be a project that I personally am going to be in love with, because of how I could be able to bring a little bit of everything to the channel and be able to try to bring it to life, in the sense of that I think that maybe this could rejuvenate and revive the franchise again, because I feel like it's been kind of dormant for a little bit ever since it kind of finished. And I did have an idea that I would love to pitch to Disney, that hopefully, I mean, it would be pretty cool on getting to pitch to them. I mean, I would love to share it with you guys on a separate video, that I personally would love to get to do. I would love to get to do, and I would love to get to make. I think that you guys might like this idea, but this is something that I think that I will do as a fan project, or at least start writing it out. Yeah, it's a fan project that I would be writing out, but I think maybe you guys might like this. Maybe you guys would enjoy it, but I mean, who knows? Again, this is something that I would love to do, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney decided not to go and make this into something that they would probably have. I mean, I definitely would love to see it, but again, but anyways, going back to Pixie Hollow Games, I just want to say that I'm proud of Rosetta for the fact that she actually went and decided to go and face the fears about getting muddy and getting dirty. I mean, look, we all don't want to get muddy or dirty in any situation whatsoever. It doesn't matter if it's, physically or, spiritually or emotionally. And I love the fact that it was kind of like a character development for her, because in the last one with Great Fairy Rescue, she did not want to get dirty whatsoever, even with the fact on trying to rescue her friend and trying to rescue Tink from the humans, which I thought honestly was a wild thing for her to say. That, I mean, it is kind of ironic, for, she's a garden fairy, she doesn't want to get dirty and whatever. I mean, it is kind of ironic now that when you think about it, it is ironic, but I mean, I kind of get why you wouldn't want to. Look, if you're trying to keep up a good image, if you're trying to keep up like the beauty image, I can kind of get it. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, you are working with dirt, you are working with mud, and you are working with nature. You are working with plants. So, I mean, there's perks to everything, and there's consequences to everything. Look, if you're a water fairy, you're gonna end up getting wet. That's your consequence from there. Okay, most of the time, and I mean every single day, at least once you're gonna get wet. Light fairies, I could probably see that their problem that they have would getting blinded by light. I mean, they do manipulate light, so I kind of feel like that would be the problem. Animal fairies, I feel like that they have the worst of it, in my opinion. No offense to Fawn or everything, she's one of my favorites, but I feel like, look, imagine having to deal with stuff like bears, or worse, skunks, or other worse things, insects. What I would not want to be near, realistically, wasps. Nope. If you had me near a wasp, you had me as an animal talent sparrow man, do not make me go near wasps or spiders. I'm not good with animals, okay? I'm not good with insects. That's someone else's department. That's not mine. Okay? That literally that would not be mine. I would just be okay with what? Rabbits, squirrels, chipmunks, something small, birds probably. But even though I'm not much of an animal person, I am, but I'm not. I mean, I am if they're not near me. I hate to say it, but I mean that's just how it is. Now, Tinker Fairies, on the other hand, their issue, and I'm probably gonna say this, would be I'm probably gonna say this in a way where it kind of relates to me in some way, or computer science engineers, or those who are civil engineers. Shout out to my friends who are in civil engineering. No, you know who you are. And those who are in biomedical, shout out to you guys. Chemical, biochemical, biomedical, civil, architecture. Our problem: overcomplicating things way too much, overthinking things way too much. There's a lot of problems that we got. Okay, and another thing too, if you're working and tinkering with a lot of stuff and you're building stuff, okay, look, you're gonna have grease problems, you're gonna have oil problems, but I mean, in Pixie Hollow, do you really have any type of oil or grease problems? Actually, now that I'm wondering, do you ever get any problems? Okay, actually, that is a good question. That is actually a good question to think about. Do you actually get grease problems? Now I'm wondering. Maybe, okay, there I go. Overthinking it a little. But engineering, it just kicks right in. That's personally how it goes. It kicks right in. My engineering mind kicks right in. What about fast flying fairies? What's going to be their consequence? Their consequence is that when they go fly fast, you know what's going to happen? This is what's going to happen. What's going to happen is that it creates a mess around themselves and around everybody else. Okay? They're flying way too fast. Apparently, they also have healer fairies, which what's the consequence of being a healer fairy? If they're healing the others, what's the consequence? Is it you overusing magic, overusing the like medical pixie dust. Honestly, what kind of medical science do they have? What kind of medical magic do they have? I need to do a journal on this, a video entry, video diary, video journal, or something like this. Actually, this will actually be interesting. Now that I think about it. Oh sheesh! Actually, I'm getting a video idea. Anybody want to collab with me on that one? Anybody? I mean, I'm open. I'm literally open. I'm an open book. And the storm ones, kind of reminds me of what are they? The Wonderbolts from My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. If you kind of think about it, yes, I've seen a good chunk of it. Okay, I've seen a good chunk of it. I actually am planning on reacting to the whole entire series, and giving my insights on it, giving my insights to the lessons from it. I mean, personally, me, I would definitely do so, but that's just me personally. Okay. But no, I think that their problem would be causing storms, and there'd be a lot of issues coming from there, and that's what I personally think. But then again, look, there's a lot of issues that come in from all of this stuff. But yeah, I mean, but I'm glad that Rosetta took the time to then realize it's more important to do something for the garden fairies at that point, and especially a first for them. And she was wanting to do something for a friend, and she finally did it without, well, even though it took a little bit longer, she finally did it, even though it did make her character grow, which is good. And I do believe that it's important to recognize when you're wrong, to recognize when you need to step up and be able to do something for somebody else in the right way, and be able to try to develop as a person. And it's like we have to give things a chance. God wants for us to be open-minded. He wants for us to give people a chance, and he wants for us to love people, and he wants for us to respect people. This is the way of respecting people. When you go and you finally put your pride and your ego aside and do something for him, and you're doing it for yourself, that's when you grow spiritually. This is what Rosetta needed in order for her to grow, in all areas, especially mentally, to get her out of the mindset of keeping herself in that bubble of that comfort bubble and that comfort area, because she had to go outside of her comfort area in order for her to be able to naturally grow in the right way. That's what I personally think that is one of the best things out of the Disney Fairies franchise, because the fact that you could be able to relate this to yourself personally in a lot of different levels. And even if you don't realize it, I think that it's a good thing that you do realize it, and you're able to apply this to something in your life. Now, when we get to Secret of the Wings, I had no idea of what it's like to have a sibling, whether if it's, like a sibling that is blood related. I have no idea. So I do know a little, I do remember that. But I do know on my own end, I do have brothers in Christ, which most likely they're watching these videos, and shout out to them. And I'm glad that you guys do watch my videos, and you guys do, you guys are still supporting the channel, supporting me, supporting the family, and just helping me out in any way possible. But I also do feel like with these next ones, honestly the only one I never saw was the Pixie Hollow Bake Off, which that's the only one I don't think I remember. Actually, I never watched that one. That's the only one that I haven't watched. Pirate Fairy I remember watching. I remember a good chunk of it to a point, and then Legend of the Never Beast is something that I do remember to a point. But then once we get to Tangled, that's the one movie I remember pretty well, but the last time that I saw it fully, I was about 11 years old. So fast forward 14 years later, I'm revisiting it, and this is going to get interesting. I'm excited. I really am excited, but we're definitely going to see what's going to happen. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching my reaction to the Pixie Hollow games. If you guys want to see more reactions like this, then please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on any of my social media, if you're watching from the main channel, I have Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, aka X, my Discord, and my Discord server. And if you're watching from the Idea Maker for Kids channel, I have Snapchat and Instagram. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you all. Stay safe, and I will see you all in the next videos. Bye, guys.